I just want to wait. Okay, we're good. What's up, guys? Adidas team stand up! Today we are gonna be playing some Fortnite. As always, we play Fortnite is like the main game that I play. I know it's boring and stuff, but my YouTube channel isn't going anywhere, so I just make videos to talk to myself. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, so today we're gonna be talking about competitiveness and why to not get mad at the game and how I handle me getting mad at the game. Now I know I rage quite a lot. I used to rage quite a lot, and I don't really rage anymore, you know, in games. You know, I've kind of like I've kind of put it down to the point where I don't really rage like I used to when I would die, because like every time when I would die I'd just be like so yeah, basically that's what we're doing. So yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. So, you know, I was just like, I asked my mom, like, how did she control her temper or whatever, and, you know, she was just like, well, at the age, see what I mean? It's creepy, butt flies, why did I say, it's creepy, stupid, retarded people that like to mess people's days up. See what I mean, man? Like, come on now, we're not doing anything to him, and he decides to come all the way down there just to shoot me, man. Like, am I that serious to you? But I mean, back to what I was saying. I asked her, and then she was like, well, at the age of 9 or 10, you know, I just found out if I cry about it, it's not going to do anything. I learned the hard way. That's what she said. And then that's when I was like, oh, well, you know, I might have to do that. And then she was like, hey, you can do it if you want, as she was like eating something at the time. But basically, I just took that to heart, and I was just like, well, you know, it is not going to do anything if I cry about it. So, I mean, or get mad about it. I mean, it's not going to do anything, you know, so I'm going to try that. And then, you know, I tried it, and what did it do? It worked. So, yeah, here I am now talking to you guys about controlling your temper and stuff. And, yeah, that's how you control your temper. Well, that's how I know how to control my temper. You know, now, I mean, I'm kind of, are these people? Hold up, let me take out this minigun. Dang. No, I could have closed the door the whole time, but I thought he was coming. As soon as he opens this door, man, he's gonna get a delight. This man's gonna get a delight. And by delight, I mean I'm gonna literally, like, put my whole ammo into him, actually. See, look at this. Come on now. Why would he build all of this, bro? Like, man. What are you doing? All I see is a flipping fish stick skin. God, my God. This is not a come about. Oh my God, these people are about to beat up this house. And Can I move, please? Can I please move? God. And there's someone shooting at me. It's sad. Oh, hold up. I think that, yeah, this was him that did that, actually. This is not mediocre day, man. Come on now. Is this man, like, seriously, like... Why is he on me, is my question. Why is he on me? See, I'm not mad, because... basically, y'all... what I'm saying is... basically learning the hard way on how to control your temper, man, is probably the best way, you know? The easy way is just your parents saying it's just a game, and then putting it in your head and saying it's just a game. But with the hard way, you know it's just a game, and you know that, you know, you're not going to be playing the game when, in like 2023 at least in 2023. So yeah, basically, I mean, you just basically have to move on from the games and stuff, and then, you know, pay attention, you know, basically become grown, basically. It's a bad way to learn stuff, but I mean, at the same time, it gets the job done. This is the best way I know how to learn it, so... yeah, but it's not going to do anything, basically. It's just a game. You can't sleep with the game. You can't eat the game. I mean, you can't take the game anywhere. I mean, unless you have a Nintendo Switch. And, yeah, but, I mean, forget the take the thing home part. What I'm saying, basically, is that you're not going to play this game in a certain amount of time, is what I'm saying, basically. So, basically, move on. Just move on from it. Just move on. Just... forget the game, I guess. I mean, just be like, okay, well, basically play it for fun. Just play it for fun. Because, y'all know what these people that are good at the game, you know what's going to happen to them. They keep mentally playing the game and stuff. Their hands are going to get tired one day. And they're going to be playing the game in 2099. And then they're just going to be like... and then they're going to be like really old or whatever. And then they're going to be like... I broke my hand, and then, you know, it's like a young guy or something on the game who's just like playing the game for fun, and he's like, oh, I got him, and that's like his first kill or whatever, and then, you know, they start mentally crying, and then, you know, they kill themselves, and then that's the end of it. Basically, they kill themselves when they mentally play the game because they get so irritated to the point where they don't feel like dealing with it, to the point where you want to put it away. Like, you don't want to deal with it. You just want to put it away. So, that's how they put it away. I mean, that's the only way to really put it away. Or you can talk to someone like normal people do, but other people just straight up kill themselves. Because, talking to someone costs money, I think, and, yeah. And, yeah, also, you know, it's just like, it's just retarded, man. Like, the people that make up the game, they don't care anymore about it being fun. They just want the money. They just forgot about people's feelings at that point. Like, they just want the money. They don't care how hard the game is. They just are like, okay, you know, it's basically a good payoff for them because, you know, they get to, basically make y'all mad, and they also get to, the heck? Oh yeah, because that's the thing, the mark. Okay, I was wondering what that was. But, yeah, they basically just get to control everything and, you know, get you mad about a game that you're not going to be playing for a long time. And then, yeah, I mean, now, if y'all are one of those people that mentally play the game, there's a way to get out of it quickly. If y'all have been playing the game and, you know, y'all are just stuck on the, y'all mentally playing the game, there's a way to get out of it. There's a way to get out of it, you know? Just don't think about the game. Just don't be like, oh man, I need to play this game. And, you know, can talk to someone, I mean, I guess, or you can learn the hard way like I learned. And basically, oh that come in. Yes. But yeah, basically learn the hard way, and then just basically, just don't worry about it, like be calm, basically. Just don't be like, like don't be like that. Don't be like that. And then when you die in games, you start crying because obviously that makes you think, well, you're not good at anything, so you're just a worthless slob. That's what it makes you think. But you're not. You're actually a good player at the end of the day. And then that's when people are just like, ah. And that was a whole nother guy. Dang. And y'all are gonna have times in your life where even if y'all are as calm as y'all can be, y'all will still get mad at the game. Why? Because it's life. You're gonna get mad at like stuff. You can't just keep it calm and be like, if like your son dies or like one of your family members die, you can't just be like, it's all good. He's in a good place. You can't do that. Like you're gonna have to cry and be mad. You're gonna have to. I mean, that's your family member. You can't just keep it 100 and just be like, oh, I'm not mad, and then inside, and then you're dying inside, and you're just like, my family member gone. Like you can't do that. You can't do that. That's being bad, and it's also kind of being fake in a way. So yeah, I guess. And yeah. And if y'all are like, oh well, yoga helps. Yoga does not help, man. Yoga does not help. Yoga does not help. I haven't even tried it, and I already know it doesn't help, man. Like, I don't think it's bad. I think it's just a waste of money. Like, if y'all are going to yoga classes, and y'all are paying, like, $100 a month to go there, just sign out of it, or whatever you can do to get out of yoga, sign out of it. Because if you're still trying yoga and y'all aren't having problems, that's a good thing. But if you're trying yoga and you are having problems still with your anger, then get a refund or something, or just sign out. Just don't do it anymore, because it doesn't help. It really doesn't. And then to the people that it does help with their anger, good for y'all. Good for y'all. That's good for y'all. I mean, this is all what I do. Y'all don't have to do this. Y'all can do yoga. Y'all can do all that. This is just what I think is cool to do. Not cool, but this is what I think is most likely helps. Just knowing it's not going to get you anywhere if you cry, and if you get mad, it's still not going to get you anywhere. It's actually really sad to learn that way. But yeah, it's really sad, And basically, just deal with it. Just know, well, one day, if I keep practicing, I'm gonna get good at the game. Like, just know that or something. Like, have a positive attitude about it. Did this guy really just drop the... See, y'all, with this loot that this guy has right now, man, I could be getting some good loot, man. His options are retarded, but, yeah, basically, just deal with it, man. Like, just deal with it. It's not gonna get you anywhere if you cry, either way, it's not gonna get you anywhere. If you just stay calm about it, it's still not gonna get you anywhere, but, it's gonna make sure you don't feel uncomfortable, you don't feel bad, it's just gonna make sure you don't feel bad. And feeling bad is one of the worst feelings in the world. So, yeah. The heck is this guy doing? Okay, I think we're gonna go. No. I don't know. The rig is just straight up. Y'all, watch what happens at the rig. The henchmen are like glitched out or something. Y'all, I don't know how do you get down, like, if y'all know how to get down this huge tower, pause, comment down below, because I don't know how to get down that tower. And yeah. Oh, I just heard the kaboom skin. It's not the name of the skin, but hey. See? Let's just get back to another match. Shouldn't have landed there. See, I mean, sometimes you just gotta know. You know, you shouldn't have. You landed there at you're at the place at the wrong time. Basically, you shouldn't have. You gotta learn the hard way, man. It's better learning the hard way sometimes. Oh, and by the way, I think I told y'all this. I don't know if I told y'all this. Did I tell y'all this? I think I told. I was complaining about it in one of my streams, but I fixed. Hold up, let me get closer to the camera so y'all can see. But I fixed the dread that was having a problem. This one, you know, I know it looks really bad and stuff that has rubber bands on it. But it kept unraveling, and this is the only like method I could think of to keep it into the coil. Why am I so close to the camera? But yeah, that's the only way I could, you know, learn to keep it into a coil. I know y'all are like, just keep the clips in, but what that does is it flattens it, and then it just straight up turns back into hair. And you know, the tip is actually starting to lock up now, and it's only been like, I've had the tip, what it does is it unravels, and then it's only like this much left in the tip, and then, you know, it just stays like with new growth, and then, you know, it's good at the root, and then it's just straight up bad at the bottom. I mean, bad in the middle, and then, you know, and at the bottom, it's just straight up locked, and then, yeah. So yeah, I basically put in a rubber band. I know it's unsecuring the dread or whatever. It's gonna take a longer time, but you know, y'all, I got really mad to the point where I felt like turning that dread into a flipping braid instead. Like, that's how mad I got That's how mad I got, basically. And I didn't want to turn it into a braid, because dreads, they can stick out longer. Like, they can, like, you can stick them out. With braids, you can't pull them. They're braids. You can't pull them down or anything for them to stay in that direction. I mean, at least with my braids, I can't do that. But yeah, I mean, I don't feel like having to go through all that. So, you know, I think I want to keep my dread. So yeah, I basically did that. Okay, I'm joking, but yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go down here. We're gonna get the tack, and then I guess we're just gonna wait for the person to come down. Y'all, I should do a challenge where I try not to rage. Yeah, I should do the try not to rage challenge. I know I would lose, probably. But, yeah. Like, just imagine people are like, oh, do you want to try the try not to rage challenge? And then you're like, oh, yeah, I'll try it. I'm gonna be good at that. I never rage. And then as you, like, get mad at stuff, you start being like, no, I'm just playing. But, yeah, imagine doing that or something. Like, that would actually kind of be funny. Please tell me there's something good in this chest on top of me, or where, hey there. I thought this was a blue chest, but, apparently it's not. So yeah. But you know, it's nice. It's. But is there SMG anywhere, man? Is there still in this house? Why is he... Why is he still in this house? This guy's wild out. Like, he's like, oh. Died again. Yep. Okay, I'm starting to get like a little mad, but I'm not as mad as I used to be. So that's great. That shows that my anger is like, you know, I just basically I gave up, you know, like I gave up on being serious about the game, you know, like I gave up a little bit, you know, like I'm still serious about the game, but I gave up a little bit. Yo, look at how long that is. Yo, like this is like, yo, this is literally goes like down to this part of my ear, down to this part, man. That is so crazy. I did not know that your hair can grow that fast. I didn't know that. I bought a tier because it. Honestly, yeah, I'll get that emote. I'll put that emote in the thing. Get out of this. Why? Okay. Let's look at our challenge challenges real quick. Assault rifle eliminations. Okay. So I think. Yeah, we're just gonna do assault rifle eliminations, I guess. We have to kill someone with the assault rifle, like, one more time, and then we'll get the skin, I guess. I know y'all probably want to see me put my hair in, like, a bun. Or at least a back bun. I know I can do it with my hair, you know, but I'm not trying to put my hair up because I'm still scared. Well, I'm not scared, but I'm worried that it's gonna stick up like it used to. I'm actually putting my hair up too. See, like these front ones. And then, you know, just gotta hang this up. And then this one is the only one, but I could just put that in, like, if I were, oh god, my hair still sticks up a little bit when I put my hair up like that. That's why I like my hair to be down. Well, except for the back. The back doesn't really stick up. The back is heavy. Like my back hair is like, that part is like really heavy. The heck? Oh, I got my dreads all over the place, man. Okay, let's go to the agency, since it's, like, not near, at least, well, it's near the bus, but it's not, like, direct. Y'all get what I'm saying. Oh, and, also, so, I know y'all don't really care, but it's this table at my school or whatever. So, this table or whatever, it had, like, a broken leg, kind of, but this guy called, like, this kid that goes to my school, right, so he started kicking the leg of the table to a point where it was, like, he was trying to basically make the thing fall down, basically, and we didn't get to see it fall, but it was hunched over when my friend picked it up. It was, like, It was like hunched over and it was about to fall. Stupid little guy. But yeah, it was hunched over or whatever. We never got to see it fall. Then we came back the next day and it was replaced with another table. That table also has a leg that's about to fall off, so this time hopefully we'll actually get to see. Here goes a sweat. Is he not smart or something? Why would he edit a door like right there? Come on now. Why don't you edit a door right there? But yeah, the table was basically hunched over, right? And y'all know when y'all get like that weird feeling when like the hair on the sides of your hair, if y'all have like a fade, it sticks up somehow, and it's like, because the table looks a certain, I don't know, man. I don't know, but basically we're basically trying to check the table. Okay, so here's what happened. Basically, so we're in the classroom, right? We're in the classroom, and we had Nathan, my friend. So he kicked the leg of the table so hard to the point where the leg it just went into the table, right? And it basically it was just really hunched over. It was just like type stuff. So it was hunched over, right? And then we're down there, and then I'm laughing to the point where like I'm crying, right? And then that's when Carlos and like this kid, they're like threatening each other or something, trying to get into a fight or whatever. And I just hear this loud boom when I'm running down the hallway, and I'm like, what the heck is that? We couldn't go into the classroom because there was too much people at the time in the hallway, so we couldn't go see what it was. Oh man, if only we got to see what it was. Oh my god, that would be so funny. But I mean, I just wanted to see it fall at least, because we've been kicking that table desk for. I'm so sorry. We've been kicking that table chair for at least like a month, at least. But yeah, ever since they bought it there, it's just been funny. The way it was just in. And y'all know how, like, y'all know how the tables are old, right? So basically all of the tables in there are old, right? So my thing is, why would they bring back another table? I'm so sorry. I'm not doing this on purpose. It's just funny. I keep thinking of the table just being hunched over, like. And I laughed so hard today. I was literally about to die. Actually, I was about to die because, like, y'all know it's something too funny to the point where, like, you can't breathe, but you actually, like, can't breathe, because, like, I'm growing out of asthma right now, but my asthma is, like, it's kind of acting up, like, 10% right now, but, like, I still have asthma, right? So, I was laughing, like, really hard to the point where, like, I couldn't breathe, and I was like, and then I was still laughing, like, giggling a little bit, because it was really funny. And then that's when my friend, he was like, yo, are you good? And then I was like, yeah, I'm good. So, basically, the thing is, it's funny because the table, it fell. And this one kid, man, the kid that I told y'all when we were laughing at when we were landing at the agency, that man's a savage. Like, he's actually a savage, man. He kept kicking the table leg, and my thing, I was scared to do it, because if the table falls down on my leg, that table's heavy, right? That's heavy. That table's heavy. So I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. The table's heavy. So if that falls on my leg, I'm gonna break my leg. So I was scared because I didn't want to have a broken leg because of the table, you know. And I've already broken a limb before, so I'm not trying to have that again. If y'all are wondering, I broke my wrist before, I know, but that hurt a lot, so I basically don't want to have to deal with that ever again because that hurt, so yeah. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired of him, but yeah, basically, why I kept laughing like really hard is because the teacher finally came, right? And she's like, well, what are you doing? This is school property, what are you doing? And no, I'm sorry, but she kind of sounded a little slow when she said it, so I wasn't laughing. I don't remember if I was laughing at the time at that, but I know I'm laughing now because it's the way she said it. She was like, what are you doing to the table? It's about to fall. And Eric was just like, oh, I didn't do that. Micah did that. And he just straight up snitched on Micah. And then that's when everybody's just like, ooh. And that's when I basically had to go to detention for it. So basically, the thing that was funny is that it's just how retarded the table looked. And me and Mario, man, my friend Nathan, man, he has a strong leg. Like, he has, like, an actual strong leg. Like, he looks skinny, but he actually has strong legs. Like, that man actually has strong legs. The last kick is what made it winch over. Like, it was already, like, hinched over a little bit, but he, like, he kicked the table to the point where just straight up, like, imagine this being, like, the table, like, he just straight up did this. He just made it go in, like, he actually, like, kicked it to the point where it went in. And Micah, he was already doing a couple kicks at it. Micah's straight up a savage, man. Micah's a savage, basically. Micah's a savage. But, yeah, he basically just kept on kicking it to the point where it fell, and then I was just laughing because, like, it's just funny the way he kept kicking it, and he knew he was gonna break his leg, obviously, but when Mario, I can't even fight, bro. But when just kill me, bro. Just kill me. When Mario picked it up. So y'all know, like, the rubber, like, the kind of plastic part that's on the end of the table leg, right? So y'all know that part? So he picked it up, and apparently it wasn't glued on, so it just made the table. It just made one of the table legs stick up more. And I'm gonna just tell y'all what I'm laughing at. I'm laughing at how the teacher said it. I'm laughing at how Micah kept kicking the chair. I'm laughing at how Nathan just did the last kick. And I'm also laughing at how Mario picked the table up. Mario just picks the table up, and then the part is like, somehow it was still the plastic part that I was talking about. It was still on the floor, and it was like the table was like standing on top of the plastic. The table leg was standing on top of the plastic thing, and we're just laughing the whole time. And that's basically the only thing that really made it really made it hinge over. And then I leave the classroom laughing, and then out of nowhere, these Carlos and like this kid or whatever, they're about to fight or whatever or something, and that's when I just hear this loud boom in the classroom, and I'm just like, what was that? And then we just never knew what it was, basically. And then we came. Well, did we get a chance? No, we didn't get a chance to come back in there and see what happened to the table, but I'm pretty sure the last class that they had or whatever, that the teachers had, they kept messing with the desk. No. This is probably what Miss Moody was like. She was probably like, y'all aren't gonna sit there today. Y'all are actually gonna, no one sit at that table hunched over like this. Bro, props to Micah. Micah knew it was gonna fall. He knew. He obviously knew it was gonna fall. He obviously knew it was gonna fall over and break his leg. He obviously knew that. But the fact that he kept kicking it over and over again and knowing that's gonna break his leg, that's bravery. That's bravery, and it's also funny because his leg, if that actually would have fell down on his leg, man, I would have died that day. I actually would have, no, I would have had an asthma attack. I would have had an asthma attack. Or I might have had a heart attack. Because when, like, I laugh for, like, really hardly, I have to be like, like, literally, if I laugh, like, as I breathe up again, I have to be like, that's how much air I have coming out of me, because I'm putting all this energy into my laughing, so I'm just laughing the whole time, and then, you know, I put my head down, and then, you know, I'm just like, what the heck, as I'm laughing in, like, my head, and then I'm just like, you know, that's basically what happens, so yeah. Basically, and then we're basically on to another mission, making another table fall over, and also, I forgot his name, but Eric was also in this too, so shout out to everybody that, you know, was into the table, you know, rest in peace table. I'm just imagining, even if the table did fall, I'm just imagining them coming into the classroom, and they're just like, and then the table's just, and the rest of the legs on the table basically just gave up. It was just basically like, well, we're done with our job, let's just fall. And then Miss Moody just comes in there, and then Miss Moody's just like, what the heck? And then they take it to the shop. No, they're just like, no, Miss Moody's just asking Miss Mitchell, she's just like, well, what should we do with this? And then Miss Mitchell's like, well, actually, I think we should throw it in the trash can. And then that's when they're like, and then that's when Miss Moody was like, well, if we throw it in the classroom, I mean, we're not going to have another desk, and there's no more science desk in order or whatever. And then that's when Miss Moody's like, well, maybe we should just take it to the shop. And then they take it to the shop. They also take the leg there. And then the guy, he's just a fat bald guy, and then he's like, hold on, I'm gonna stop laughing. I'm just like, wait a minute, because if I say it, I'm gonna start laughing. So I'm gonna wait a minute. I'm so sorry. Nothing's funny. And then the guy comes in this, and then they come in the shop, and then they're like, how much is this gonna cost? And then the guy's just like, what? And the guy's at Home Depot, and the guy's just like, well, actually, it's gonna cost $50. And then they're like, well, we don't have that right now. And then that's when he's like, well, you're short then. And then that's when they're just like, okay, we're gonna save up the money to replace the table. And then that's when Miss Mitchell's like, okay, we'll just do that. And then that's when they're saving up the money right now, I guess. So yeah, basically the thing why I'm laughing is basically this is all over a flipping table falling over. I don't laugh at, sometimes I laugh at stuff because it's not funny, but I'm laughing at it because I laugh at how retarded stuff looks. That's just my sense of humor. That's how I laugh. I laugh at how, like, funny retarded stuff looks, basically, like memes and stuff. I laugh at stuff like that because it's funny, because, you know, it's something that looks retarded to the point where you're thinking in your head about, like, a new way. You're basically thinking of your head in, like, a way that it will be funny, and then, you know, you start laughing about it, and then people are like, what's so funny? It's not even that funny. And you're like, well, you're not thinking about it the way I'm thinking about it. And then that's when they're just like, but it's still not funny, man. Like, and then that's when you're just still laughing there. That's basically what happens all the time. And, you know, it's just funny, you know. It's just funny the way stuff looks sometimes, you know. It's just funny the way stuff happens. And, yeah, basically what this was all about is a flipping table falling over. I know that doesn't sound funny, but if y'all were there to see it, at least, like, 5 of y'all would think it's funny, at least. Like, that was actually funny. Like, it was just the way it was just hunched over, and, you know, it was looking like it was about to give up, you know, the table was just looking like it was about to give up, and then, you know, Micah Mike is over here, and then Mike is like, I don't care, I'm gonna get this table to fall down today. And that's when Mike just keeps on kicking it, it's not falling over, and then Nathan's just like, let me try, and then Nathan just comes out of nowhere, and Nathan's just like, boom! And then that's when the table thing it just comes from kind of straight to, that's literally what it does, and then that's when he's just like, oh, and as soon as it broke, we just started laughing for like 10 minutes, and then that's when, classes was about to switch, and then we were just like, oh, we gotta go, basically. So yeah, basically, that was just funny, that, the way everything happened, it was just funny, And yeah, if y'all want me to start doing like story times and stuff, I'm gonna do that. No, actually, I'm gonna do school stories, and then I'm like a record this, and then sometimes I'll have face cams, and then sometimes I won't, just because so y'all can like see the game. Or if y'all know, actually, most of the time I'm gonna have my face cam up so I can show you how stuff is like happening and stuff, how it happened. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing stuff like that and not just do like boring streams and stuff. And yeah, so I'm gonna just tell y'all like story times and stuff that actually happened in life, not lies where the people are like, oh, he's lying and stuff, and all that. Yeah, so yeah, y'all get the deal. Y'all, let's go down here. Is this guy shooting at air? Are these people slow? Like, I just come out of nowhere and steal all the joy. What the hell is this? Hold up, this is a hideout if I remember. There's supposed to be like a porta potty or whatever it's called. Sorry, you're not allowed here. That's literally, I just terminated that kid just now. But yeah, basically, it's just how funny it was. It was just like, basically, it was just funny. It was just funny, it was just like a laugh along type of thing. I didn't think, and there's a guy interrupting me while I'm playing my game. He would shoot the tree too. Is this guy like a fuckwit? I think he's a fuckwit. Go. If we actually get to escape this guy now. I'm gonna tell another story time actually just right now. Let me think of another one that actually happened. I'm thinking of a story time that happened. I'm trying not to, because I don't like to lie to you guys about stuff, so. What should I think about? Because there's so much stories that happen. That's a short story. I want like a really good long story. The field trip disaster. Okay. So, it's just a normal day. We're going on the field trip, No one knew it was a tornado coming or anything. But we'll talk about the tornado part later. So, the night that I'm going to school, I'm just really happy, I'm just like, okay, I'm about to go to, where are we about to go? I think we're gonna go to some park or something, I don't know, but I was like, okay, I'm ready to go to this place, it's gonna be really fun or something. So then that's when I was just like, yeah, let's go, and then that's when we get in the bus, I'm sitting by my friends and stuff, and I'm like, can you wait for this, for the field trip and everything that's about to happen? We're talking about Star Wars, Pokemon, the usual stuff. And then, we go to the trip, we have a pretty good time with, like, an hour there, because we spent, like, 3 hours down, well, we were supposed to spend 3 hours there. I'll get to that part in a minute, but, yeah, we're down there, and we got to, ride some of the rides at the park or whatever, pause, and then, we're just down there, and then, yeah, we're basically just having fun, and then this Storecast thing just comes on the TV, because, we were inside, like, this little, like, place or something to look at, like, a TV or something, and then, it's like, well, a tornado is about to come, you guys need to go to an underground area, and I think we went to the zoo. Yeah, I think we went to the zoo. Yeah, we went to the zoo because I saw animals there. I'm trying to think if we went to a zoo. Yeah, I think we went to a zoo. Or is that another field trip? Well, let's just call it the zoo. So we go there and, we're having fun or whatever. And out of nowhere, this Storecast thing just comes up on the TV that we're looking at or whatever. And, us kids, we're like 8 years old. We didn't really think about it. We didn't really think much about it. We were like, okay, another storm's about to come or whatever. So, it's all good. We'll still be able to have fun. Because, like, well, we wouldn't be able to have fun because, obviously, the pets are outside. So, we wouldn't be able to have fun. But, it's still going to be, like, a little fun at least. So we're down there, whatever, we're minding our own business, we're doing whatever. And then out of nowhere, another thing comes up and it's like a tornado is about to hit. And then, I would have been like more like serious about it. I would have been like more like scared. But yeah, I was 8 years old, so I still didn't really take a lot of stuff seriously because I was 8 years old. And me and my friends didn't really. We were just talking about Pokemon and the zoo down there or whatever, and then, we were down there, and then, we're just like, okay, well, let's just have a Pokemon fight, as like, it's like, looking like it's about to, like, turn into, like, hell down there, so we go down there or whatever, and we're playing Pokemon, and then that's when the teachers just come out of nowhere. The teachers are just like, well, you guys need to come in the bus, because there's something that's about to happen. They didn't want to scare us, so they didn't tell us what happened, and then, it just basically gave it all off, because we had TVs in, like, the bus or whatever. We had TVs in the bus, because, we're sweet like that. So we go in the bus or whatever, and, we're still playing Pokemon. We had, like, because I think it was like a group of, like, it was 8, we had the 8 friends down there. I missed that school too, man, but it was a whole, like, a boy group. It was basically, like, 8 people, and we were in the bus playing Pokemon, talking about, like, Star Wars and games and stuff like that, and then we're down there, and then there's, this thing just comes up on the TV, and then it's talking about, like, a tornado or something, and then we're like, we're kind of scared. We're not as scared as we should be if we were, like, 11 or 10 or something, but, like, yeah, so we were basically like, oh, there's a tornado coming or whatever. We weren't really that scared about it, and then we were just like, well, maybe it's gonna go away, and then, it didn't go away, basically. And then the tornado, it's like, well, the tornado is actually near, like, wherever we were around at the time. I forgot, but, yeah. So, it was about to come, and then we're just like, oh, it's down here, and then this was when we actually started to get scared or whatever, and then the people were like, okay, should we take them to their parents, or should we ask the parents to come down here, or should we go to the school to go underground? And then that's when, they're thinking, and then they're sweating, because they're obviously, like, nervous about, like, what's about to happen, because the tornado, it was kind of near us, and then it was coming and coming and coming and coming and coming and coming to us, and then that's when, pause, and then that's when, we're just like, oh, it's coming closer, and then that's when basically we're just worried in the school bus, and then out of nowhere, a whole school bus of kids just start, like, panicking. We're just like, oh no, we're about to die at 8 years old, and then that's when one of my friends, I think it was like, one of my friends are like, oh, I'm too young to die, and then that's when one of the teachers are like laughing or whatever, and then that's when, you know, we're down there and then we're just like panicking or whatever basically, and then that's when the principal was in the school bus apparently. The principal was just like, okay everybody, calm down, everything is all good, you know, we're gonna get y'all to your parents safely, you know, everything is good. As he's scratching his hair, what are we gonna do actually? We're gonna get y'all to your parents, and then yeah, we're just down there, we're just calming down a little bit, and then, you know, we're in the school bus, and then, you know, he's like, what should we do, because we like overheard the conversation. I don't know how we did, because all of those kids were screaming and panicking still a little bit, and then, you know, he yells at us again, and then I'm just like, that's not gonna help. We're still gonna be worried. I mean, we're about to die. And then, you know, out of nowhere, he's yelling at us, and guess what happens, y'all? Yes, a tornado comes out of nowhere, and we're just like, oh my god! Like, we're literally just like scared at this point, like we're about to get shot type stuff. So we're still in the school bus, and then, you know, the principal's like, okay everybody, like actually we're gonna have to like take y'all to the school or something, because we don't have enough time to, you know, bring y'all to your family members and then just be like, oh, we're good now and stuff. Like, we can't do that. So then we're driving to the school, and then the school buses are like slow. Y'all do know that, right? So the school buses are slow, right? And then we're just still in the school bus after like 15 minutes, and then why do I keep dying from season 2 players? And then we're still in the school bus, right? And then we finally get to the school, and then we're inside the school, and then I think I was crying, and like all of like we'll just call it the boy group. The boy group was basically crying the whole time, and we were just crying because we didn't want to die or whatever. And then, you know, all of our parents came down there, and then, you know, the parents, they had to stay inside of the school for like an hour, and then, you know, we were all relieved because at least we had like our family members there. So if we were gonna die, we were gonna die from our family members. And then the tornado went away, and then, you know, we were basically good. So yeah, we were basically good, you know. And, you know, basically the story behind this is to not go on a trip when something, basically what the teacher should have did is at least one teacher should have been like, oh, well, let's look at the weather before we do this. Like, they just straight up went on there, and they're just like, oh, zoo? Oh, let's just give out permission slips. And then we're just like, okay. And then, you know, we weren't news nerds. We're Pokemon nerds and video game nerds, basically. So we didn't really care about what was gonna happen. We just really cared about our fun, really, because we're kids. We have to have fun while we still can. So yeah, we're basically down there, and then, you know, we basically were crying for like an hour, basically, with our parents. And then it went away, and then we were just relieved that it went away. So yeah, that's the story on how we basically almost died. So yeah, that's the story. And basically the lesson around this is what I said before, to look at the weather before you decide going on the field trip, because if you go on the field trip and, like, it could have been way worse than that. It could have been, like, way worse than that. Like, if a bad situation happens, like, if you get, like, a D or something, always know it could have been worse. Like, always know that at least. Like, if y'all are, like, mad and y'all get a D on your report card, always know it could have been worse. Like, that could have been, like, really worse, and we could have, like, that could have been, like, the end, that could have literally just been the end of life, like, right, like, literally standing right beside us. You know, thank God the tornado didn't hit, like, anyone. It didn't hit anyone at all, thank God, because if that would have hit anyone, man, we would have even been, like, more scared to the point where, like, we would have been, like, panicking. Like, we would have been, like, scared. Like, we would have just been, like, straight up just, like crying. And then we just would have been, like, because because that's literally how we were, but we would have probably been like that worse if there was like a hurricane or like something like that. And then, or if it was like a flood or something like that. But yeah, we all, I think all of us came home safely. And then yeah, that was the story of the school bus tornado. So yeah, that was the story of it. Basically, the lesson is, like I said 2 times already, to look at the weather before you decide going somewhere. So yeah, that's the lesson. But yeah, let's get more to this game, or whatever. You know, I think I'm just gonna talk about, you know, like stuff that happened in my life from now on. From just, you know, just straight up being like, oh well, that, you know, that's cool or something like that. And then yeah, so I'm gonna start my videos. And then, you know, if I have like friends coming over or whatever, like to join me, then I'll do gameplay on that. But if I'm just straight up alone, then most of the time I'm going to make story times. Like, very rarely am I just going to be like, okay guys, well today we're just going to be playing the game. We're not going to have any story times or anything. We're not doing that. So yeah. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. I hope y'all liked the video, and peace.